Oh shit, man! I fucking I say this with no hyperbole. I saved Sage's life the other night.
Really?
Saved her life.
Heimlich?
Yeah.
No way.
Choking?
I used the Heimlich, yeah. Never in a million years thought I would use the Heimlich.
I didn't even know you knew it, but you used to be a lifeguard. You still remembered all the skills, huh?
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Just came to me naturally.
We were eating dinner, and we were having hot dogs, and she had this.
That's always the
culprit,
that's
right?
Always when someone's choking on food, 9 out of 10 times it's always a fucking dog.
Child's greatest enemy is the Frank.
I'm not kidding around. Look it up. My mom would tell me that, like, that's one of the reasons she was glad I didn't eat hot dogs, because she always thought I was going to choke on them.
I choked on so many hot dogs when I was a kid.
Still do.
Yeah.
Still choking on dogs.
Yeah, right and left.
Wow, where was she?
We were eating dinner. We were at the table, and she takes a bite, and she swallows it, and then she tries to swallow. And she starts coughing, and she's a little bit of a pig when she eats, so like it's not uncommon for her to eat a little too fast or whatever. Mostly because I'm always trying to get at it. Just have to eat it as quickly as possible. But I could tell, like she started choking, and like her arms started flailing.
She didn't turn blue, did she?
No, she didn't turn blue, but she stood up. I was like, "Can you talk? Can you talk?" And her face was like she was like starting to get red. And like when I grabbed her like around her middle, her body was like it almost like rigor mortis. It was so stiff, and her arms were out, and I just went like boom. One, and then boom, two, and like
Did it pop out?
Popped right out. Yeah, it came out of her mouth.
Holy shit, it
Started
works.
crying and shit.
Oh my God! And how on earth then can you, after that heroic effort, be in a bad mood? Because I know you've been in a bad mood lately. But how on earth can you, who've just saved the person you love the most, how can that give you a high for at least, like, I've always wanted to do that. I'm always like, kids, you want any hot dogs?
Opposite of your mom. Hot dogs again? Why? You hate them, Dad?
Why are you chewing so much?
Yeah.
Just swallow it. You don't need, like, you're over chew everything.
We're a very busy family. We don't have time for chewing here.
Cut it in fours.
I mean, you should be like riding high off some like that kind of feat.
I know I should. I should be walking around beating my chest. I don't know. I guess it goes to show the depth of fucking self-loathing. I don't know what it is. I gotta go see it.
When was it?
This was, what day is today? Wednesday, so it would have been Monday.
Yeah, I mean,
This
it's less than
week.
48 hours, and like you can. I mean, who else was at the table? Was Edgar sitting there? And he was just sitting on his ass, right? And you fucking leapt into action.
Who ate all the hot dogs?
Yeah,
Pam?
and Pam was there, and Suzanne was there.
So everybody saw it.
Well, Suzanne starts screaming. That's normally what she does when we think.
That's the alarm.
Yeah.
There's the alarm. Where's the action?
That's usually to calm everyone down. She starts screaming and going wild. And Edgar's like, calm down. This is years
Makes
years
the kid
ago.
even more going crazy.
We thought that this is the biggest asshole thing I ever did. This is actually probably to make up for, like, the saving is to make up for this. But when she was little, she was like 3, and I pretended I ate a rock.
Right.
And I was like, I got such strong teeth I can eat rocks. And
So she ate one.
she pretended she did, just like I pretended. But I thought she really ate it, and I was like, "Did you eat that rock?" And then I think she thought she was in trouble, so she didn't say anything. And I'm like, "Holy shit, she's choking on a rock!" Again, Suzanne starts screaming, goes flying out of the house. Edgar's like, "What the hell's going on?" This is years ago.
But if she pretended,
Not much has
though-
changed, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but if she was pretended, what was she choking on then?
Nothing.
So you thought? So wait a minute. So she wasn't choking, but you leapt into action if she was choking to get the rock out of her.
Yeah. And,
I don't know if a rock can do any damage. I think my dog eats rocks and he's all right.
Yeah, but I mean, she was so little, I thought if it got lodged in her throat or something, just like the hot dog.
But she was able to speak though.
No, she couldn't. No, it was Suzanne who was screaming and running around like crazy. But she was, I was like, can you talk? I was like, say Dana. And she was just looking at me. And I was like, oh, fuck, like, now she's going to choke to death on a rock because I can't stop myself from constantly making shit up. So, but yeah.
So Edgar was like, so you had to be like,
he's like, what's going on?
Did you cop to the fact that, like, well,
fuck no. I was like, we thought she swallowed a rock, dumb kid.
who eats rocks?
Yeah. What, you got Down syndrome or something? What the fuck's the matter with you? Yeah, she's smarter than me. I'm the fucking asshole who's like, shit. I go like start strangling Suzanne because I'm afraid she's going to rat me out. They come in, Suzanne's dead. Sage is like, what's going on?
Feeding rocks.
That's awesome, though. I mean, everybody else is just sitting on their hands.
Man of action.
Not Brian Johnson.
No.
Everyone's screaming or in shock. Not you.
Or wondering what their 49-year-old son is doing in their house.
I was just over there for dinner.
How do you expect us to leap into action?
Yeah.
He's back.
It's a good thing he was back, though.
We're safe again.
Got a lifeguard in the house now.
Yeah, it was one of those things like this whole eviction thing. Stayed at the extended stay for a little while. What a treat that is. And Sage loves it. Sage would fucking live
a pool.
Yeah, she would live in a hotel if she could. And then Pam's like, stay here. We have the room. Don't waste money. Stay here, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. It's fine.
Right. I think
totally fine.
I think, can I offer just a suggestion?
I want to listen to everything you have to say because, dude, you're so fucking zen. Like, I probably need to be medicated and then I could be as zen as you. But, but holy shit, man. Like, I got that text last night and it I actually got it this morning since I threw my phone yesterday and broke it. But when I read it, I was like, wow, what a fucking great guy. Like, what a good friend, man. Like, simple, like, not overly fucking emotional and shit, but I was like, it meant a lot, like in the moment.
Well, I'm glad to hear it helped. I mean, I was going to come over your house because, I'd gotten word that you weren't doing well. But then I was like, well, he's at his mom's house. It'll be weird if I go over, so I'll just text you.
Because they're probably having sex. Yeah. I want to walk in on
Suzanne, did you swallow a rock?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. But Edgar's like, she's about to swallow, too.
But the way you're operating now, it'd be safe to say not totally happy with the outcome of things, right?
Life in general, or
just the way your MO, the way you go.
I can't seem to operate like a normal person. No, there's something that, like, if there's like I said, man, I'm great at advising other people. Maybe not right now. Now I'd probably be like, hold my hand as I fucking leap into the ocean.
Have some rocks.
Yeah. Try a hot dog. I want to feel good. I want to feel alive again.
But I mean, I don't know if it would even work. But if you were to make every effort to try to treat Suzanne, your mom, Edgar, and this would be difficult, but as if they meant everything.
Or anything.
He's got a knife right by him over there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not fooling.
I heard you're good at this butterfly knife, man.
I used to have
pretty
one.
skilled.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just give us a little demonstration, man. I heard he's
Who'd you hear this from?
Get him reported. See, that's not easy, man, because that's a fucking sharp knife.
Well,
like one misstep.
You got to make sure you do it this way. You do it this way, you're going to have hot dogs for dinner.
Oh, I didn't even know you were skilled in the art of.
Yeah, no, I had.
What'd you call that?
I took karate and stuff when I was younger too.
Butterfly
That's
knife.
karate.
Flipping?
That's considered martial arts.
It could be if I throw them.
What are you talking? Would that would be considered martial arts? Fucking swinging a knife
I was
around.
doing nunchucks too. No, I took some karate stuff. Too,
Oh, yeah, what
I had
belt were you?
Chinese star, huh?
What belt were you?
I didn't get past I think whatever the second was green or after white, whatever was after white.
White is first.
White was first. It was the next belt.
Green
after,
belt?
That was it. Yeah, it was
like green, blue, red, brown, black, something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, not many
That's
people go
a long time
around
ago.
boasting about a second level belt.
Yeah,
I guess.
you're talking about a long
But
time
you know what?
ago,
That's
man.
still that's 2 levels above most people in the room, right?
Well,
Can you break any boards?
I've never did the Heimlich maneuver. I mean,
No.
so maybe I could take a life and he could save it.
But have you broken any boards? Any bricks?
nothing like that.
No?
Nothing like that.
You never got into a situation ready to karate kick a guy.
Nah, I never even had to use it. To tell you the truth, I really don't remember much
It's a
of
good
it.
thing, man, because your hands are lethal weapons.
I know they should be registered.
Kung Fu. I just walked the earth like Kane.
But anyway, going back to what I was saying, it was like, could you go with that MO? Could you operate like that? I know it sounds weird, but maybe it would.
As if they meant everything to me?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they just a different mindset. I think that is the key here is a different mindset may be helpful. It may not be. I don't know.
Well, it all depends on, are they agitators? Well, you could have one person that could agitate and just trigger a series of events.
Yeah, so what if you have three?
Right, so three I'm trying to do the best with. There's always that one agitator in there and throws everything off. Puts me right back in my mood.
I definitely need a different mindset. I don't know if that's exactly the way I would go.
Good earplugs.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's just, I hate to see you beat yourself up, take yourself to task for God knows, I don't even know what at this point. Because, you know, like, you want, like, it was so, I thought it was so weird. That's why I didn't want to do it. It was like you had this blowout with Ming because you didn't show up to a con. I don't know if you want to talk about that. You can cut this if you want.
No, it's okay. It wasn't really a blowout, I didn't think.
You were mad?
Oh, no, I wasn't really mad. I was like, was I mad? Did I blow? Because I forget sometimes.
You were mad, and you sent a text to me and Q. Were like, Ming is never to be involved in anything. Tell him Steve Dave again. That tells me you're furious.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. I forgot about that.
You're furious.
Because I saw on Twitter he starts like...
He was going after you.
He starts putting me on blast on Twitter, which to me is like, you're either not friends with the person or you're a fucking 14-year-old girl. That's my feeling about calling somebody out else on Twitter.
Well, I would have to, I'd have to, like, to be fair to Ming, I would have to be, it's not as if I haven't done it to you before, though.
What's that? Oh, put me on blast on Twitter?
Remember when I fucking went after you for saying you were rooting for the Kings?
Oh, yeah, because you started saying some really mean shit that I was like, wow. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's true. Over something that I was like...
I was mad.
It was like... It was then that it was really at that moment that I truly understood like the level of your psychosis when it comes to like the devils and that shit.
You rocked the boat. I mean, I don't want you to feel any guilt because I'm over it. But I still maintain that if you didn't rock that boat, the Devils would have had a fourth fucking cup.
Right. They probably read that tweet and they're like, everyone's like, what do we make of this?
What chance do we got now?
Yeah. The ranks of pucknuts are divided. One seems to be jokingly supporting the Kings. Oh, boy, you were pissed.
Yeah, well, anyway, so Ming calls you out.
So Ming calls me out, and, he's like, makes me look bad, makes her the manager look bad, which to me, I'm like, look, I'm not saying I'm right by not showing up. But I'm not saying I'm right at all.
But what I'm getting back is you wanted to pod with Ming. And you wanted me to come and be involved in it, and you wanted me to go after you, almost like in a sadomasochistic way. And I'm like, well, I don't have any. I'm not, but I'm not annoyed with you. I don't care if you don't go to a con. Right. In my eyes, the only thing that I would say is, it just would stink if there's, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but if there's a couple of people who showed up, I'm not saying like there would be droves of people you disappointed, but there may be a couple of people who are on a budget who are like, hey, I paid.
Right,
and good money to see you.
Yeah, see this asshole, and then he's not even there.
Yeah.
To those people, I said just email me, and a couple people have. Is email me at tellhemsteve37 at gmail, and I'll make it right. I'll do something for you. Yeah,
nice.
Oh, you did. So you right. But you want, and I thought it was weird, and I was like, well, I don't want to. And
Mike was going to be there too. Mike was gonna be the counterpoint. I just didn't want anything because what I'll do is I'll try to talk circles around Ming, but I want someone who's experienced with me talking circles around people and not let me get away with it. So I would be held accountable. Yeah,
but I think you're again. I think you're. I'm not going to say you're right in not going or you're wrong in not going, but I just think you just got to be like, you know what, you're not into it.
I'm not that
Stop
guy.
agreeing to it.
Yeah. I know.
Stop agreeing to it.
That's what I do every time. I'm just like, why the fuck did I say yes?
Because it's 6 months from now. You're like, oh, in 6 months from now, I'll go. And then when it's just 6 hours away, you're like, I don't want to do this.
Right.
You're 6 hours from the flight. I mean,
what was I thinking? Yeah.
Yeah. So you just got to stop.
Like Pittsburgh, though. Like you're going to be in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, I'll like doing that because you'll be there. Like the ones you go to, I have
you-
fun.
but
And
you
it's
know
not
what?
that I
But-
dislike Mike and Meg, because I don't. Like I like them, and when we're doing the shows, it's fun and stuff. More and more, I find like they don't give us panels, which is really the only reason I want to go.
Yeah, it's the only reason I don't want to do it. Well, it's one of the reasons I don't want to do it. I can't stand the panels.
Really? The panels
I find
might-
them for awkward and